Did you know Prince Edward is leaving Buckingham Palace after decades? This shocking decision has left the royal family and the public buzzing with questions. Is it about seeking personal freedom, tensions within the family, or shifting roles in the modern monarchy? Dive in as we unravel the reasons behind this bold move and its potential impact on the future of the House of Windsor. Stay tuned to uncover the secrets behind this surprising royal twist. Born on March 10, 1964, at Buckingham Palace, Prince Edward grew up in the public eye, but always gravitated toward a quieter role within the monarchy. Unlike his older brothers, King Charles III and Prince Andrew, Edward chose to forego a traditional military career, pursuing a path in the arts and media instead. After earning a degree in history from Cambridge University, he briefly worked with Andrew Lloyd Webber's theater company before founding his own production company, Ardent Productions, in 1993. Although the company faced criticism for its management and content, it reflected Edward's drive to carve out an independent identity. Edward's personal life took center stage in 1999 when he married Sophie Rhys-Jones, now the Duchess of Edinburgh. Together, they embraced significant royal duties, with Edward being granted the title of Earl of Wessex and later Duke of Edinburgh, following his father's passing. Despite his dedication, Edward's understated nature often contrasted with the high-profile actions of other royals. Recently, Edward announced his decision to leave Buckingham Palace, a move that marks a turning point in his royal journey. Reflecting on the change, he described it as a dreadful shock and admitted it has been difficult to process. This step, while surprising, aligns with Edward's history of breaking away from tradition. At 22, he made headlines by resigning from the Royal Marines just 4 months into a year-long training course, prioritizing his personal aspirations despite family disapproval. That decision, though controversial, earned public respect for his willingness to follow his own path. Edward's transition away from Buckingham Palace is more understated compared to the dramatic exits of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. He and Sophie are reportedly focusing on their home at Bagshot Park and embracing a family-centered lifestyle while remaining dedicated to their royal responsibilities. This move reflects the broader evolution of the monarchy under King Charles III, who is working to modernize its image. So why leave Buckingham Palace? For Edward, the weight of tradition, relentless public scrutiny, and media attention have made it challenging to find balance. His earlier ventures in the entertainment industry, including Ardent Productions, faced financial and public backlash, further highlighting the challenges of forging an identity outside royal constraints. Despite these hurdles, Edward and Sophie have found stability in their roles, particularly in the wake of Queen Elizabeth II's passing. Their shift toward a quieter life suggests a desire to prioritize family and privacy within the framework of their royal duties. Prince Edward's decision to leave Buckingham Palace may reflect both a desire to support King Charles's vision for the monarchy and a pursuit of a more personal, family-oriented life. This move symbolizes the monarchy's adaptability in a rapidly changing world. While Edward's earlier controversies helped shape his journey, his current focus on family, service, and privacy demonstrates a thoughtful balance between his royal duties and personal aspirations. By stepping away from the public life centered at Buckingham Palace, Edward honors his parents' legacy while carving out a more independent path. His decision marks a new chapter, not just for him, but for the evolving royal family as a whole. Buckingham Palace, as the monarch's official residence and home, epitomized a life of tradition and formality for Edward and his siblings, Charles, Anne, and Andrew. Despite their parents' demanding schedules, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip remained actively involved in their children's upbringing, sharing family meals and evening conversations in the palace's private quarters. Edward spent his early years in the palace's grand yet nurturing environment, experiencing state visits and playing in its gardens. Educated privately before attending Gordonstoun School, he followed in his father's and brother's footsteps. With a passion for drama and theater, Edward later pursued this interest at Cambridge University, earning a history degree. His career path, blending royal duties with creative pursuits, included work with Andrew Lloyd Webber's theater company and the founding of his own company, Ardent Productions. While Buckingham Palace was a central part of his life, Edward also cherished time at Bagshot Park with his wife Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. Reports of childhood tension between Edward and his younger brother, Prince Andrew, have emerged over the years. Royal biographer Ingrid Seward noted that Andrew's competitive and domineering behavior often clashed with Edward's reserved and well-mannered nature. Despite the dynamic, Edward excelled at Gordonstoun, becoming head boy and earning a spot on the cricket first 11. In contrast, Andrew followed a military path, joining the Navy. Edward initially began Royal Marine training but withdrew after 4 months, choosing instead to pursue his passion for the arts and media. Edward's quieter demeanor and focus on family have allowed him to build a life that bridges royal tradition and modernity. His departure from Buckingham Palace underscores his commitment to forging a path that aligns with his personal values, while supporting the monarchy's evolution under King Charles III. Prince Edward's decision to step back from the public life at Buckingham Palace was met with some disappointment, but it was ultimately respected by the royal family. His choice reflects a complex balancing act between tradition, duty, and a desire for privacy. While his life has remained more private compared to other royals, it has come with its own set of challenges and expectations. Together with his wife, Sophie, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh have supported the crown while keeping their personal lives relatively low profile, which contrasts with the more public personas of other family members. Their roles within the monarchy have been shaped by complexities, such as sibling rivalries, title disagreements, and strained relationships with the press, leading many to view Edward as a man often misunderstood. Edward's approach to royal duties has consistently emphasized privacy. While royal walkabouts became a tradition for engaging with the public, Edward took a more reserved approach, choosing not to shake hands during these events. This allowed him to connect with more people in a less invasive manner. His relationship with Sophie, which began in 1987 when they met at Capitol Radio and later rekindled through a charity event, remained discreet for several years. Despite their efforts to keep their relationship out of the spotlight, the press eventually uncovered it, prompting Edward to appeal for privacy, especially for Sophie, who wasn't used to such public scrutiny. Edward and Sophie's engagement lasted 6 years, largely due to Edward's desire to avoid the intense public attention that his siblings faced in their relationships. They finally married in 1999, and Edward requested the title of Earl of Wessex, a reflection of his personal preferences. By 2002, the couple had fully embraced their royal roles, supporting numerous charitable causes, particularly those benefiting women and children. In 2023, after the death of his father, Edward was named Duke of Edinburgh, a decision made by King Charles III. There were rumors that the title might eventually revert to the crown after Edward's death, but for now, it has cemented his place in the monarchy. Despite some misunderstandings and controversies, Edward and Sophie have earned widespread respect for their dedication to their royal duties and their enduring marriage. Edward's defense of privacy, though at times controversial, reflects a deeply held belief in the importance of personal boundaries amidst the public pressures of royal life. His commitment to balancing public responsibilities with personal values highlights the complexities of living under constant scrutiny. Would you make the same decision if you were in Edward's position, balancing royal duty with a desire for privacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.